Hello everyone, Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Hollow Ataraxia. You didn't see the opening with the date, definitely because I didn't stumble over my words like a big dumb idiot. So we got, oh, this is new. A new thing in the shopping district. We're going through all the news before we hit them big ol' exclamation marks. So what's going on in the shopping district here? Oh, is this going to be about Ryder at her job? Having said that, it's already been a month since Ryder started working at the antique shop. This is going to be interesting. Oh, this is going to be amazing. There's something for everyone at a shop with such a bizarre-like assortment of items from all over the world. A place with that kind of international character must attract a wide variety of customers. And who better to sell those worldly objects than Medusa herself? Oh wow, this is straight up like an oldie antique shop. Okay, alright, right. In an instant, a separate dimension is born in the middle of the shopping district. Everyone around the store is just watching from the sides, not even able to get in close. Now, I'm trying to rack my brain. Have they done much together, if anything? Now, mind you, they are from a very similar side of the world. Really? Really? Like her sister's bullying her is one thing, but now you got it too? Dang, we're witnessing a fight. For the sake of the world, the people, and Mount Miyama, I suffer through the psychological damage while breaking them apart. Cold voices pierce me from both sides. There's no way I can play it off with a Joker's sweet words in this atmosphere. This is bad. One wrong move and my pathetic corpse will be tumbling out of the shop. Oh well. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Fighting isn't good, I try to say as diplomatically as possible. Now don't you be bringing that customer is always right bull crap up, I hate that. What did she do? What did she do to us? I like how he gets up, doesn't even comment on the fact that he got tasered by Caster. She never holds back her abusive language when we meet. This servant doesn't get along well with others in the first place, with the exception of her one-sided marriage proposal. I thought working would make her more resilient, but it seems like the weight on her shoulders is piling up. I wonder if working here is that awful.
主人には重宝がられています。店内も倉庫もこれほど片付いたのは10年ぶりだと。
With her strength, she could easily lift even heavy furniture. My only concern is that around all these delicate things, she would end up even more awkward and break an expensive antique. Can we not do the whole thing about, oh, you're so big and gangly, you're probably awkward? That's stereotyping.
なら、なんでそんなに鬱屈してるのよ。
困ったことがあれば相談には乗るぞ。
いろいろ悩みがありまして、どうもこちらに来られるお客というのが。
ごめんくださいまし。
Oh, we're gonna get to see all the various, customers who bother her.
いらっしゃいませ。
こちらに陶磁器の取り扱いはございますか？去る高貴なお方の求めに応じてまいりました。
はい。陶磁器の在庫は目録ではこの辺りが。
ちょっと店員さん？
はい。どちらの器をご希望でしょうか？
なんですこのお値段は。
Oh god. The hagglers.
ええ。いくらかお勉強をさせていただくことも。
ご冗談はおよしになってくださりませんか？
はい。
あなたは高貴にして無二のお嬢様のテーブルを飾る陶磁器にこのような安物を並べろと、使える主の格もわからぬ使用人よと私どもに恥をかかせるおつもりですか？
こちらが当店の最高額の商品なのですが。
なら結構です。どうして私がこんなことを。それもこれもあの怪力コンビがパリパリパリと卵の殻のように皿を割るからです。
Well, it's not your fault. That's not your fault.
そんなやんごとなき家に仕える人がどうしてこんなありふれた商店街に来るんだろう。
あら、元王女だってここにいるわよ。
そういえば元王も買い食いに来るな。
まだです。困ったお客は他にも。
Oh, who else is there?
店員さん、
Okay.
そこの香炉、明代の政治だと思うが本物かな。鑑定書はちゃんとあるのかどうか。
はあ。
違うんじゃないの？あれもっと後の時代の写しでしょ？
Of all people, I didn't think you'd be the one to be into appraisal of correct antique authenticity.
それに金泥の直しも少し趣味が良くないし、今時香炉はいい値がつかないしね。まあうちじゃ仕事柄はまだ使うけどさ。
この辺りは君に一日の長があるな。絵画であれば負けはしないのだが。おお、面白い。ここのものの真贋と由来を調べるだけでしばらく楽しめそうだ。
はあ、それは。あ、お客様、そのようなことをされては困ります。
と、目を離せば何をしている？
私は何も隠してなんかないぞ。
What was she doing?
そこの和ダンスの引き出しに何を入れた？
いいじゃんかよ。ちょっとぐらいキープしておいても。
Hiding things for later. That's pretty scummy.
ね、店員さん、可愛い私のお茶目を許してくれるよね。
いえ、それは。
これ、店員を困らせるな。普通に取り置きを頼めばよかろう。
だってあいつがこれを見つけたら有無を言わせず横取り50万円って感じだし。まったくお金持ち様はやることが露骨だわね。
If you're talking about Tosaka, you are brutally wrong.
というように。
I love I don't like, well, nah, frumpy, disgruntled clerk rider is the best.
へえ、変わったお客が来るんだな。一体
Oh,
何者だろう。
She's not been saying names, obviously.
にしても、あなたも意外に起点が効かないのね。
確かに客商売は大変だけど、要は慣れだ。ここは我慢だぞ、ライダー。
はい。
I want to slap her on the shoulder for encouragement, but the difference in height would make it look embarrassing. I mean, she's not that much taller than you, dude.
私はお客でよかったわ。ええ、あなたはいいですね、キャスター。
A scornful gaze passes me and locks onto Caster.
引っかかる言い方ね。
いやだから困ったお客には我慢だってば。
There it goes again.
ドラマの再放送をせんべいかじりながら眺めたり、テニスクラブに通ったり、キャスターはさぞ優雅な生活でしょうということです。
言ってくれるわね。
図星でしょ。
いいえ、さっきの話を聞くとむしろあなたの方が羨ましいくらいよ。いざとなれば店長に頼ればいいんですもの。
ほう。
それに引き換え主婦は責任がすべて自分一人に。
These two are so incompatible, it's not even funny.
ああ、もう本当に楽ではなくて。
久月先生って家では注文が多いとか？
宗一郎様はいいのです。あの人は何があっても泰然自若。その伴侶として本当に頼もしいんですから。
のろけはよそでやってほしいものですが。では何が問題だと？
小獣とが。
Wait. Who? He has a sister?
はあ、久月先生の母親や姉がいるのか。
姉ですか。ゾッとしませんね。
Who would that be? Have we met them?
いいえ、宗一郎様は天涯孤独の身。正しくは小獣とのような。
キャスターさん、よろしいですか？
はい、何でしょう。
障子の桟に埃が溜まっています。こちらもしっかり掃除しておいていただきたい。
Is Issei the sister-in-law? What?
宗一郎兄の近辺をお任せしているのですから、丁重に。エミヤの掃除であればこんな手抜かりはありません。
はい。
何ですかこの味噌汁は、キャスターさん。
何が悪かったのでしょうか。
宗一郎兄の味噌汁は昆布だしの白味噌だと決まっているんです。赤だし、それも煮干しだしで腹も取ってないヤヒな味。こんなものを宗一郎兄に飲ませる気ですか？
I
あなたは。
have a real hard time imagining Issei being like this, actually.
申し訳ありません。
まったくエミヤに比べればあなたの味噌汁はミッソスープとしか言いようのないちぐはぐな白物。エミヤの味噌汁はカツオだしと合わせ味噌と木綿豆腐が織りなすまさに和の味覚の原点にして究極。ああ、それに比べればあなたは国会での田舎者。黒パンをかじり岩塩キャベツ汁などを吸っている。お国が知れます。
He would say none of this.
申し訳ありません。
何ですのこのお洗濯物は、キャスターさん。宗一郎兄のワイシャツには一点のシミもなく、それに襟はアイロンと糊でしっかり立てておかねばならないのですよ。それなのにこのようなシワが。不甲斐ないこと。エミヤを見習いなさい。何ですかその目は。エミヤはああ見えてもシャツもちゃんとアイロンをかけ、制服にブラッシングも欠かさないのですよ。
Oh god, this is obsession.
それに引き換えあなたは宗一郎兄のスーツをそちらに置きっぱなし。それでは生地が傷みます。スーツは呼吸する生き物なのですよ。
申し訳。
貸しなさい。金羊毛の扱いを知っているあなたなら、メリノウールの扱いも知っているかと思った私がバカでした。
Alright. This is 100% projecting. He wouldn't know.
これからは宗一郎兄のお洋服は私が手入れします。下がりなさい、この田舎女。
What? Ukrainian? She's not at all Ukrainian, my dude.
すいません、すいません。
総一郎兄にこのことは全て伝えます。あの方にあなたはふさわしくありません。さっさと荷物をまとめて黒海沿岸の芋臭いコルホーズにお帰り。
あ、それだけはご承です。おやめください、一星さん。あんな屈辱、総一郎様にはとても話せない。こんな主婦のあり方が羨ましいと言えるのですか、あなたは。
待て、なんでことごとく俺の名前が。
Yeah, that's a good question too. Also, the second half was really strange. I can't see Issei behaving like that.
相手が一星一人のあなたの方がずっと気楽ではないですか。
言うわね。閉じた人間関係の中で増幅される陰湿ないじめは耐え難いものよ。
そのような環境は姉二人で経験済みです。しかしそれが家族というものでしょう。
どうかしら。本当の家族なら私の力になってくれるはずよ。
また気まずいことになってきた。
Then, at that moment, who's this gonna be?
お前がはい、お二人とも。
This. What are you doing here? That face. Saber, don't talk with your mouth full.
お茶が欲しいところですが、後にしましょう。
Are you just walking around town eating?
さて、お二人とも、ここは商店街の人々が立ち寄る憩いの場。争う場ではありません。
This is amazing. Without so much as flinching, Saber continues. Ryder and Caster are speechless.
まずは大判焼きなどをつまみつつ、いえ、それはいいのですが、とにかくお二方の話を聞かせていただきました。悩みはそれぞれに深いことだと思います。
あなたも口を挟むつもり？
生きていくこと、なりわいを営むことはそれは辛いこと。
Now,
ままならないこともあるでしょう。
it'll actually be very interesting if Saber brings up her sister. For many reasons, I cannot believe we see Saber's sister in Apocrypha and like nothing else. That's a pretty big thing to not go into.
しかし、自分の肩の荷こそは誰のものよりも重いと感じるもの。そこを間違えてはいけません。店のお客も一斉も悪気はないはず。彼らは彼らの最善を尽くそうとしているのですから、それを察して日々国旗精霊することが大切なのです。
ほう。
主婦であれ骨董屋であれ、真心を持って勤め上げれば、いずれその心は相手に通じるはずです。まさに天下太平、形成催眠の妖術はここにありと。
It's hard to believe, but after getting absorbed in the spirit of Saber's speech, these two who were ready to fight until a moment ago grew silent. So, that's what made her such a magnificent king.
さすがだセイバー、見直したぞ。
いえいえ、それほどでも。とにかくこの場はこれで丸く収まってよかった。
Right. That kind of positive attitude will surely lead to a good outcome. Caster and Ryder came to an understanding and reluctantly, they look at each other to reconcile. Before that, they fixed their gaze on Saber.
一つ聞かせてもらってもよろしいかしら。
ええ、何なりと。
そういうあなたは普段は何をなさってるの？
Walk around eating.
ご公説のついでにお教えいただけないかしら。
何もしてませんよ、セイバーは。
ライダー。
It is kind of true.
ですよね、シロ。
It is kind of true. Ryder fixes her eyes in my direction. Even through those glasses, her mystic eyes are burning.
つまり単なる居候？
She kind of is.
ええ。3倍目もそっと出さない居候で
Like,
す。
I'm gonna be real. I love you, but I can't defend you here. You kind of are.
それが 私たちにお説教？
Look at that smug face.
待ってください。その二人とも各々の本分を忘れている。私たちは店員や主婦や居候である前にサーバントではありませんか。
Oh, so you agree?
私たちの使命は戦いだ。それを満足に果たすために休養を取るのは間違ったことでは。
せめて給食活動ぐらいしたらどうです？働きに出る私を見て何か思うところはありませんか？
I don't know if she could get a job. With the fact that she looks, 12.
王様も少しは下々の暮らしを察した方がよろしいかと。元王女は愚行いたしますわ。
Those two are pissed and not showing any mercy.
二人とも何を言うのですか。ですから私も庶民の暮らしを知るべくこうして大判焼きなどをつまみつつ巡察の旅に。
食べ歩きはみっともないのでやめなさい。
他人よりまず自分の暮らしを見つめ直しなさい。
Dang. Brutal.
私にどうしろと。
サーバントとはいえ、あなたも少しは生産的なことに従事するべきでは？
そうよ、社会経験。じゃあ私専属のモデルになりなさい。毎日私のコレクションで着飾ってあげるわ。
It's a bit weird.
非生産にも程がある。教訓は身をもって学ぶものとはいえ、この世間知らずにいきなりキャッチ商法の苦いトラウマを植え付けるのはどうかと思いますが。
あなたみたいな大女、私のモデルにお呼びじゃないのよ。
These two are so incompatible.
大戸島に言われたくはありません。
Dang. Oh, jeez.
言ったわね。聞こえないと思った？あいにくこの耳は伊達に尖ってるわけじゃないのよ。
Yeah, I wonder how most people are just fine with that. That's a strange thing.
二人ともまた。
Those two are hitting each other below the belt. At this rate, even Saber will get dragged in. With the three big servants flying around in a fierce battle, the shopping district will turn into a scene of carnage. Just starts eating again.
そこ、気まずくなったと言って逃げない。
いや、大丈夫か。
The tension completely disappeared. Jeez, are they on good terms or bad? She just sneaks away. Wallpaper added to the special. Oh, we got 2 wallpapers. Well, color me excited. Let's go check those out. What are those like? Special wallpaper. Let's see here. I don't know about clicking on that one. Well, let's see. If it's bad, I'll click away. Oh. Okay, I don't know about this one. That's kind of a weird one. Okay, strange. Go away, Ilya. Okay. Saber and Ryder are cute on this. But boy, does everyone draw Caster looking way too young. Like, incredulously too young. But, oh well. That's just my opinion. Well. So we got a new thing with Tosaka at our house. What's going on here? Tosaka's back. I wonder what she's up to. Maybe I'll go take a peek.
お邪魔します。あれ、留守かな?
I haven't heard a response since I came in from the porch. Maybe she left the doors unlocked in a rush? Nah, that's one thing she definitely wouldn't do.
おい、Tosaka?
I feel signs of human presence on the second floor. I head up the stairs to see.
何？エミヤくん来てたの？
Wow. See, whenever a game is, or whenever a scene in a visual novel is like, well, I'm just gonna walk upstairs, and see what's up there, I'm always expecting open the door, oh no, Emiya-kun, I'm naked. No, it's not the case half the time. Ah, she's here after all. Going up to the second floor, I finally find Tosaka in her room.
すまん。さっきから声上げてたんだけど、返事なかったんで勝手にやってきた。
留守にしていたってことは考えないのね。まあ、それだったら、まず上がってこれないか。
But of course. And so I find myself dumbfounded by the scene in this room.
つ 随分とすごいことになってるな。
それはもう1週間分の荷物を詰めてきたんだもの、この中に。
There's a wide open trunk. No matter how I look at it, the contents spread out on the floor don't look like they should fit inside. It looks like the trunk was holding roughly twice its volume and luggage.
そのトランク、魔術がかけてあるのか。
そういう便利なことも考えたわよ。でも容積の歪みなんて固定化に失敗したら空港とかで大恥かくじゃない。
That's a real spell, huh? Capacity distortion. Could one cast that on their stomach? That... okay, no. Then I think about the trunk exploding at the airport. That'd be bad. Don't do that. It certainly would be embarrassing, but more than... why is Saber in there? More than avoiding shame, it's of utmost importance to prevent magic from being exposed to public eyes. She stuffed a whole Saber in there. One careless mistake like that could be enough to get the whole association going after you.
荷物のパッキングにも技術があってね。これくらいならなんとか入るものよ。
Alright, you want to know the best technique for packing? Listen to this. This is what I do. You take your pants. You take your shirt. You take your underwear and your socks and everything for an outfit. And you lay them on top of each other and then roll them up like a big old burrito. And then what you do is you just take a string and you tie it and you put it into the luggage. And you do one of those for each of your days. So you might have, you know, 7 little clothing burritos. And then, of course, any extra stuff like sweaters and, you know, pajamas, you'll just put off to the side there. By doing that, you can fit a lot more in because they're all little rolled up in little burritos. And I've been doing that for years.
そういえば、親父もむちゃくちゃだったな。
Kiritsugi used to travel with a small bag, but he always managed to stuff a disproportionately large amount of luggage in it. The special skill of a wayfarer, I guess.
このトランクをゴロゴロ転がしながら汽車を乗り継いだり、石畳の往来を行くわけか。大変だな、海外旅行って。
Having suddenly come into this room with things she probably doesn't want me to see, I inadvertently turn my eyes toward the window. Or I plan to anyway. My indiscretion immediately discovered, Tosaka starts poking my cheek as if she really doesn't mind.
行きはともかく帰りこれだけは宅配便よ。やっと届いたと思ったらこれでね。
That's true. After a fun trip, getting your luggage sorted out can be a real pain. That is true. That's even more true after a trip you didn't enjoy, especially for girls who also have to deal with an immeasurable amount of clothes. And then I can also see a few items wrapped in nice paper.
観光じゃないから行きより荷物は増えないと思ったけど抜かったわね。
ちゃんと土産買ってきたんだ、父さんが。
The best I've gotten from her as a souvenir was an assortment of some hot spring manju. Still, I fear this place is going to look like a disaster zone until someone works up the courage to sort out the ever-expanding mountain of luggage. I'll be blunt, Tosaka is no good at tidying things up. The state of her room at my house is proof enough of that.
じゃ、少しは手伝おう。
悪いわね。
Tosaka smiles bitterly, so...
Yeah.
The white and smooth cloth I feel must be... Well, there we go. That's what it was.
そこ侵入禁止区域。
悪かった。
Wow, that was a straight cross counter, huh? I get scolded by Tosaka after getting knocked over, head over heels into the corner. So what did she hit me with? Gander? Or was that some sort of forbidden technique from the martial arts she used to practice?
いつまでそこでひっくり返ってる気よ、シロ。
ひっくり返したのはお前じゃないか。たかがした。
I feel like I might get shot again if I say it. Okay, that area is off limits.
どうしていきなりあんなものを掴み合ってるのよ、ムンズと。
俺は無作為抽出しただけだぞ。
はいはい。今度からシローが探り当てないところにしまっておくわよ。ああ、これの洗濯も大変ね。やっぱりシローの家に届けてもらえばよかったかしら。
What, do you not have a laundry machine? The laundry situation at our house is already quite grave, and now she wants to add more onto it. Sokka and Ryder might not be able to handle a week's worth of clothes on top of the regular workload.
なんでそうしなかったんだ？
どうしてかしらね。やっぱり旅の始めと終わりにはけじめが欲しかった。なんて心の贅肉ね。人の生き様は
終わらない旅路みたいなものなのに。
Why are you getting philosophical about laundry? As I thought, it's hard for Tosaka to separate herself from this mansion. For one reason or another, she's basically settled at my place, but this is where her heart is, knowing that this formal mansion has a different atmosphere about it. She exhales while looking at the mounted on luggage and says,
やっぱり自分で片付けるわ。この先また白を殴ってたらこっちがくたびれちゃう。
すまないな。お詫びにお茶でも入れてくる。
え？いいわよ。片付け終わるまでに冷めちゃうからもったいないわ。
This is true. It'd be weird if I just sit here sipping tea while she's sorting this all out.
何かすることあるか？掃除とか昼飯作るとか。
することあったらちゃんと白を呼ぶわよ。今のところは私もしばらく時間かかりそうだから。
In that case, there's no reason for me to stay here. That's fine, I can come back to check on her another time.
じゃあお先に失礼する。本当に何もないんだな。
疑り深くなったわね。誰の仕込みよ一体。
Despite her suspicions, I'm pretty sure the only one scheming anything here is Tosaka herself. Good grief, I think with a shrug. And...
ああ、そう。忘れてた。ちょうどいいところにシローがいるじゃない。
やっぱりそうだろう。うん、そうじゃないかと思ったんだ。
As I prepare myself for what's coming, Tosaka dives back into the pile of luggage, saying, "Is this it? No, not that. Maybe here," as she searches.
で、何？
あったあった。はい、これ。
I'm worried by this light paper bag I've been handed. It's in a fancy department store wrapping. Just what kind of job awaits me?
そんな顔しないでいいわよ。私のお土産だから。
俺に？サンキュー。じゃあ。
I just want to escape with this in my arms. With a surprise attack like this, how am I supposed to show my thanks? However, as I stand there contemplating, Tosaka glares at me in displeasure.
言ったくりじゃないんだから、ちゃんと開いて確認してみてよ。
そういう映画かドラマみたいなプレゼントの流儀は、いや、わかった。観念した。
So, in an overly dramatic way that doesn't harm the wrapping, I break the seal and check out the contents. A plaid scarf. It's not at all heavy, yet looks quite warm.
いいのか？高価なんじゃないのか？
値段なんか知ってどうする気？いいじゃない。これからこっちも寒くなるんだから。
Scarves are good. You can, wear them properly. Or you can wear them improperly and look like a common rider. So, really, both ways are good.
そうだな。これは暖かそうだ。少し長くないか？
It seems big enough to wrap around in extra time. However, you can certainly wrap it any way you like when it's this long.
使い道はシローに任せたから。セイバーでも温めてあげなさい。
いや、そんなことは。だって、遠坂からのもらい物だから、これは。
はいはい。その辺はエミヤ君に任せたわよ。うまく使いなさいね。
Dumbfounded, I grab the scarf. Ryuki's autumn isn't cold enough to use this yet. When the time comes, I'll show her a thing or two.
繰り返しだけど、ありがとうな。
どういたしまして、シロー。
Aw, that was cute. Gift giving. What a wonderful thing. Okay, we're gonna call it a day. And we're back. Alright, nothing now. Let's head to the afternoon. We got something new at our house. What's going on? Oh, I don't know about this, guys. It's been a while since we've seen you. I don't like the concept of you in my house, but let's see. Well, that's good. On the bulletin board is a note from Sakura saying I'm going home for a while. On the fridge is a note from Ryder and Saber saying we're going shopping in Shinto. Seems like everyone else is out, and I'm the only one left in the house. Oh. I hear the doorbell ring from the entranceway. I walk up to the door, wondering who it could possibly be. Find a very unusual guest indeed.
Oh.
For a few moments, we just look at each other in silence. I'm so confused that my greeting is delayed, and he doesn't seem intent on greeting me in the first place. If this were martial arts, you could say we're waiting to see who would attack first, but he's probably not here to fight.
いや、珍しいな。さくらの様子を見に来たのか？
別に。ちょっとこの辺りに用があってね。帰りがてら寄ってやっただけだよ。
I like how, despite everything, you're still a jackass, and by like it, I actually don't.
そっか。時間があるなら上がってくか。
I know Emmy is being the bigger man, but I would...
お前のことだから歩きだろ。マトウの家まで距離あるし、お茶ぐらい飲んでけよ。
お茶？まあ、そういうのもたまにはいいか。暇じゃないんだけどね。少しぐらい付き合ってやるよ。
You're such a jackass. I hate you.
さくらは留守してるけど、しばらくすれば顔を出すだろうし、それまで今で待ってよぜ。
さくらは関係ないって言っただろ。それより、今ってどこだよ。お前の家、変な作りの上に無駄に広いって本当だな。
Wait. You haven't been here much? Which is weird. I thought they said that he came by like earlier, but...
あれ？もしかしてうちに上がるの初めてだっけ？
If this is the first time he's come here, that means that Shiro's story about Shinji bringing the porno mag was a massive lie.
さあね。今まで来たことがないし、初めてなんじゃないの？僕、エミヤの家に興味なかったし。
Oh, it was an absolute lie. That was not true. That was totally Shiro's book.
だよな。昔はマトウの家ばっかりたまり場にしてたからな。悪いと思ってうちに誘うとなんでか嫌がったし。
当然だろ。なんだってわざわざこんな大口で集まんなきゃならないんだよ。
He's still an asshole.
学校からだったらうちの方が近いじゃないか。
So well, for various reasons, Shinji's never been to the Emi residence before. He came to pick up Sakura once, but he never went past the entrance. I also nearly punched him in the face in the entrance. I wanted to. That option was there.
さっきの廊下を右に曲がると道場に、左に曲がると離れの方に出る。さくらの下宿部屋は離れの方だ。
随分と離れてるんだな。
藤姉が許可するぐらいだからな。どうだ？兄貴としちゃ少しは安心できたか？
しつこいね、エミヤ。さくらのことはどうでもいいって何回言わせるんだよ。
As he's saying that, Shinji keeps glancing towards the outbuilding. It seems he really was worried about how Sakura was doing and came to check on her.
おい、紅茶と緑茶どっちがいい？
I call out to him from the kitchen.
何？紅茶飲むようになったのか、エミヤ？
驚くことかよ。ま、住人の大半が紅茶党だからやむなくなんだけどな。で、どっちがいいんだよ。
どっちも趣味じゃないね。
Why are you like this?
それよりさ、エミヤの部屋ってどこだよ。先にそっちに行こうぜ。
Shinji sounds lively for some reason. There's nothing particularly interesting about my room, though, except for Stain-kun, of course.
すぐそこだけど、シンジの部屋ほど面白くはないぞ。
そういうのは僕が判断することだろ。ほら、早く案内しろよ。せっかく来たんだ。一度ぐらいは友人の部屋ってのを観察させろよな。
Okay, but for real, if someone came in and asked to see, like, my room, I wouldn't let them. My room is a mess and off limits. I will show you where I hang out, which is not my like, I'm not in my room. I'm in my space, you know, but not my room. My room is my room.
いいけどさ、後で文句言うなよ、シンジ。
ここ？へえ、屋敷の一番奥なんていい部屋じゃんか。
まあな、間取りで言えば一番いい部屋だ。
Oh, says Shinji, his face shining with anticipation. He's smiling from ear to ear. smile that quickly reverses itself the moment I slide open the door.
何これなんもないじゃん
Yeah, it's my room. I just sleep here.
何もないってことはないだろう。
You have a desk.
机と座布団、あと隅に小さいけど本棚がある。
I put particular emphasis on the bookcase. I got it to store the paperback novels I've been borrowing from Ryder lately. It's brand new and I'm proud of it.
さっきの今のがマシたくさ予想通りにつまんないやつだね
I mean, this room is literally just for sleeping. Why would I need stuff in there? Having cursed me out though, still surveying the room all the same, he turns back towards the living room.
で、どっちにするんだっけ、シンジ？
コーヒー砂糖2杯にミルク入れる
Oh, we don't get that very often.
ミルクって言っても普通の牛乳しかないぞ。
That's fine. What would you expect?
いいじゃん牛乳クリーポより上等
Oh,
だよ
cream. Okay, yeah.
あ、お菓子はいらないからな変に気を使うなよ
それは助かる。我が家のお茶菓子事情は割と厳しいんだ。
I put on coffee for two and return to the living room. Shinji has taken a seat looking displeased.
紅茶も出ればコーヒーも出るのか変わったよねエミヤここんとこ趣味広がったじゃん
Yeah, I mean, because the majority people living with us are like, if not Westerners, are Western influenced.
紅茶もコーヒーも昔から飲むぞ。単に日本茶びいきだっただけだ。もともとどっちも好きだったんだよ、俺は。
へえ、流動に合わせてたんじゃなかったんだ。
Did you like alcohol too? Weird that line isn't voiced. I've still only... Oh, this is, I guess, for some reason, because I have the adult, the mature patch on, or the mature content is on, so I guess this is a exclusive one. Still only tasted it. I work at a liquor store, so they give me some once in a while, but Fujimura-sensei comes over here every day. I'm sure you can figure out the rest on your own. That's right. You can't have booze if Fujimura's around. He sips his coffee in disappointment. Seems Shinji thought it'd be a bit more entertaining if I drank.
それよりさ、
Weird that that was not voiced.
お前最近弓道部に出てないんだって？さくらが残念がってたぞ。
出るわけないだろ。三つ釣りと一緒にするなよな。僕たちもう3年の秋だぜ。いつまでも部活なんてやってられるかよ。
なんでさ、さくらのフォローとかしてやればいいのに。別にさくらが部長になったことに文句はないんだろ？
ま、少しは責任持つのもいいんじゃないの？さくらのおもりは三つ釣りだけで十分だよ。それに弓道部に出ろってのは僕だけの話じゃない。僕よりお前の方が喜ばれるんじゃないのか？秋大会も近いしさ。
Buddy, I'm too busy being a full-time house husband.
んなことないだろう。顔を出すぐらいならいいけど、今さら部活で弓は持てない。3年間やり通した部員の横でたまに来るやつが弓を持つのは失礼じゃんか。
あ？相変わらず緩いなお前。うまいやつはそんなの気にしなくていいんだよ。エミヤは弓ぐらいしか取り柄がないんだから、下手な連中のやっかみなんて気にするなよな。
I cook, I clean, I work. I take care of this massive mansion. What are you talking about? I have many talents.
そりゃどうも。けど、そういうならお前こそどうなんだよ。お世辞抜きでうまいだろ、シンジは。今からでも遅くはない。大会に向けて絞り込めば、きっといい結果を残せるぞ。
お断りだね。弓道に執着はないよ。
I hate this sprite of him. This smug, arched back look. Come on.
あんなのはもう卒業だ。僕にとっちゃ暇つぶしだったんだよ。暇つぶし。
もったいない。せっかく天性があるのに。
それが何よりの間違いだね。別にね。僕は一芸に秀でる必要なんかないんだ。そういうのは足りないやつの仕事じゃんか。見苦しいよね。
凡人ほど自分だけの特色なんてものを鍛えたがる。本当に足りてる人間っていうのはさ、とりわけ何をする必要もないわけさ。
I cannot believe how much I disagree with you.
ほほう。その件でいくと、遠坂あたりはどんな使いになるんだ？ほら、あいつは何でもできるけど、同じぐらい何でも鍛えたがるだろ？
あれは天性の貧乏症だよ。つける薬がない。何もしなけりゃ左打ちはなのにさ。好きで苦労してるんだから。
I hope Tosaka's here and she just drop kicks him.
的を射ているような。鋭いな、シンジ。
当然だろ。遠坂を見てた時間は僕のが長いんだ。分析はこっちに分がある。
Shinji drains his coffee with a gulp. After that somehow philosophical statement.
おかわりだよ。おいしいじゃんか。ここのコーヒー。
Come on, he says arrogantly, holding up the coffee cup. Our rambling conversation continues. We're both on our third cup of coffee. It seems Shinji has started working part-time, and he gives me a report on how it's going. His senior co-workers are useless, the system they use is old-fashioned, and so on and so forth. If I didn't know the situation, it would sound like nothing more than one-sided complaints, but luckily, I've heard rumors about the restaurant where he works before. According to Neko-san, to make up for their presence of their unmannerly new hire, Kitamura Tea House has improved its flavor and lowered its prices, or so she says.
けど驚いたな。シンジがバイトするなんて。
According to Tosaka, the Matos are quite rich. Old man Zoken may not look like it, but he's got quite a lot of money on hand for a retiree. Is he still alive? That's interesting. For some reason, I assumed he'd be gone. But if he's still around, that's a problem. Really?
ちょっとした気晴らしだよ。
I guess because they literally said the only one who isn't here is Kirei, apparently.
まあ、卒業後に自分
And
の
I
金が
doubt
必要
that,
だ
by
し
the
ね。
way.
貯金だけじゃ心もとないんで、今のうちに稼いでおこうと思って。
卒業後って、シンジ家を出るのか？
別に。いざ出るときに金がないんじゃバカみたいだろ。でもまあ、8割は上京する方に傾いてるかな。
Surprises keep on coming. Shinji leaving home. That has a different meaning than when an average person goes to live alone. The Mato family are a lineage of magi. Even if they've lost their magical aptitude, it's unthinkable for Shinji to up and leave home without knowing that history. If he left, that would be...
シンジ、それはマトウと縁を切るってことか？
じいさんに言わせればそうなるだろうね。僕の父親には弟がいてね。そいつは家を出てどこぞに引っ越したらしいんだけど、それっきり感動扱いだし。
We know who he is now.
冬木市を離れるってことはそういうことさ。
そうか。さくらには？
言ってあるよ。身の振り方を考えろってね。僕が家を出たらマトウはそれまでなんだ。後を継ぐ者がいないんだから、あいつも家を出るしかないだろ。
シンジ。
なんだよ。当然の話だろ。ああ、言っとくけど、マトウ家の財産は僕んだからな。じいさんがくたばったら受け取りに帰ってくるから。さくらには無駄遣いするなって言っとけよな。
I think right now they're trying to play a sympathetic card with Shinji, with him being like, oh, you know, I'm gonna leave and sever ties with my family. No, he's still a jackass. Whether he's just trying to act tough or showing consideration to Sakura, even I can't tell, despite having known him for 5 years. But in the same tone as always, he mentions the best option for Sakura.
しかしなんだね。まさかエミヤと2度も卒業の話をするとはね。
Stop playing this sympathetic card with him. Stop. And piss off.
知り合った頃は、ここまで長続きするとは思ってなかったけど。
Me neither. Especially after all you've done.
そうだな。考えてみると、俺たちあんまり趣味合わなかったし、遊びに行くより、こうして無駄話をする時のが多かった。
Almost makes you wonder why they're even friends in the first place.
エミヤと遊びに行ってもつまんなかったからね。
Like this. Like, look. Look at this abusive relationship.
他に予定がない時だけエミヤに付き合ってやってたわけ。
よく言ったもんだ。シンジの喧嘩に加勢したの10や20じゃ効かないだろ。放課後お前との待ち合わせ場所に行ったら上級生にあやつけられたのなんてザラだったじゃんか。
And you protected him. Why? He deserves that.
ありゃ僕だけじゃない。目をつけられてたのはエミヤのせいじゃないか。
And look, he's blaming you despite the fact that there would be no reason why they'd go after Shiro.
僕はどこでも目立つからしょうがないとしてもさ、ガキの頃はエミヤみたいな出しゃばりは敵を作りやすかったんだよ。
Well, now that he mentions it, maybe No! Looking back, it was 5 years ago. It was right around this time of year that Mato Shinji and I met. Oh, are we getting the backstory? Huh. After school on the day before the cultural festival, a single first-year student was surrounded by third years. He was being picked on for making a sign that didn't match their design. I knew that the first year had worked for days making the sign on his own, and the third years hadn't done anything, so I couldn't help but butt in and give them a piece of my mind.
うぜえな。それならさ、明日までにお前一人で作り直せよ。
If I did, then they'd forgive the first year for his mistake, they said. Tit for tat, as they say. Those who go looking for a fight are sure to find it sooner or later. I let their ridiculous provocation get to me and got so carried away that I ended up staying up all night to make a new sign. One of my classmates saw the whole thing. He watched me as he made fun of me for staying behind to work, but in the end, he never left. Harshly, he said,
お前バカだろ。あんなの黙ってればいいのにさ。
Oh, it wasn't even Shinji that was the one that made the wrong sign. Wow. And
いいように使われてるって分かってる？頭の足りない3年もさっきまで礼を言ってた1年もさ、とっくに帰って忘れてるっていうのにさ。
And this is how he became your friend? He kept bothering me like that the entire time. And finally, in the early hours of the morning, when he saw the sign I had finished according to the third year's design, he spoke.
お前バカだけど、いい仕事するじゃん。
And he gave me a friendly smile, just as proud as if he'd made the sign himself. Oh, so he's taking credit now. Why is this your friend? That was the beginning of my relationship with Mato Shinji. From then on, though I hate to admit it, we became somehow inseparable. Our relationship continued and we remained friends after entering high school, but after I joined the archery club, we gradually grew apart. The thorn at the root of our estrangement was pulled out half a year ago. By the time we could no longer be the way we were 5 years ago, but we've buried the hatchet enough that we can at least talk like this. The clock strikes 3. Shinji finishes his third cup of coffee and stands up.
もうこんな時間か。待ち合わせがあるんで帰る。あと、今日寄ったのはついでだからな。変な勘違いするなよな。
はいよ。けどいいのか？もう少ししたらさくらもやってくるのに。
いいんだよ。騒がしいのは好きじゃない。ここの連中が集まってるのなんて想像しただけで気持ち悪い。
Yeah, never come back to my house, please. I see off the visitor I've known for 5 years.
そうそう。パソコンとまでは言わないけどさ、テレビの一つぐらいは部屋に置いておくんだね。魔術師だからって時代遅れも甚だしいぜ。
Shinji leaves me with one of his usual insults. This is normal and I hate it. But though I'm grateful for his advice, I'm pretty sure I have a computer or two in the storehouse. I wonder if I should have told Shinji about our relatively high-tech household to correct his misunderstanding. I hope I never see him again. I'm so mad right now. I'm just... Why's he gotta be like that? We should never have redeemed him. Ever. Alright. Nothing in the afternoon, nothing at night. Let's go to the next day. Nothing in here. Are we, like, done? Oh, no, we got somebody new at our residence. We got Ryder in Ryder's room. What's up, Ryder in Ryder's room?
ありがとうシロ。手間をかけますね。
いや、俺の方が押しかけてるんだし、お茶くらいは持参しないと。
Taking her cup from the tray, Ryder quietly nods her thanks. Everyone has their favorite cup. The one with the cat pattern is Tosaka's, the girly one is Sakura's, Saber's is blue and white Seto porcelain, and Ryder's is a large Bizenware cup. It goes without saying that Fujine is a magnificent tiger-striped piece. I shall devote myself to some relaxed reading this afternoon. But then, just barging in, taking a book and leaving is kind of rude. Ryder, our very own bibliophile, does not seem to mind. However, she doesn't seem to have any other leisure activities. A silly scene pops into my head.
何やら悩んでいますね。
いや、割と心穏やかのつもり。
どこかに私を誘いたいとか？
Oh! I'm having trouble with a reply. To say that I don't would be a lie.
あんまりからかわないでくれ。
そのつもりはないのですが。そういえば、シロ。
何？
神都のプールをご存知ですか？
Oh my god, yes.
ああ、あれか。
Yo!
ワクワクザブーン。
Ryder! Ryder's swimming! Ryder's swimming! It's an indoor all-weather dome-type water resort. One dazzling title. Like an okonomiyaki made with top-grade wheat flour and eggs put in a box, then decorated with ribbons and golden leaves. That's a horrible metaphor. That's a stupid metaphor, I'm gonna be real, man. Not everything has to be a food reference. That's the kind of recreational facility it aims to be. In short, it's a pool. Out of nowhere, it has popped up in Shinto, taking me completely by surprise.
もうオープンして結構経ってるよな。
そうですね。私も見つけた時は驚きました。便利なものです。冬でも雨でもオールシーズンオープンだというのですから。
Man, I've been looking right now at our local massive water park. I really want to go. But there's the whole sickness thing that's going around right now. She keeps nodding. It truly is an impressive concept. However, seeing Ryder bring up a topic like this is a bit unusual.
ライダーはもう行ったのか？
はい、2度ほど。
Oh. Oh, the plot thickens. Moreover, seeing Ryder, the adult representative of the Emiya household, in a swimsuit is nothing short of a luxury.
へえ、ライダー水着持ってたんだ。
さくらが買うときに一緒に選びましたもので。興味がありますか？シロ？
Yes. Don't ask that with a sidelong glance. You're not leaving much room for misunderstanding. Ryder putting on a swimsuit is like an ogre taking a metal club, so to speak, or a saber wielding the Excalibur, quickly approaching the invincible territory.
興味はあるけど、ライダーザブーンに行った時、大騒ぎにならなかったか？
Had I been there, I would have caused some, no doubt.
はい。声をかけてくる男性が多くて。
それはライダーだからだ。しかしライダーがプールに一人でね。
まあ、時には泳ぐことが懐かしくなるのです。
I nod to those words. The chalk white of a palace walls against the deep blue of the Aegean Sea. That's how her home must have looked like.
それでも、いろいろと面白いところです。どなたか女性の方を誘っていかれると良いのでは？
That's right, that's what she's suggesting with a smile. A pool date with a girl. So much potential, divine punishment is inevitable. However, that aside, what bothers me is that the person in front of me is talking almost as if she isn't one. Pushing my luck.
ライダーと一緒に行くのは？
私とですか？そうですね。いえ、やめておきましょう。いろいろな方に悪い気がします。
I tried. Sadly, that's not the answer I hoped for. Well, it's only natural.
あれ、さくらと一緒ならいいのか？
さくらと行くのなら、私がいない方が楽しめると思いますが。
そうか。当分ライダーの水着姿は拝めないのか。
Wow. Wow, you're just saying it out loud, huh? How unfortunate. I doubt she'll agree even if I keep on persuading. As I sit there, plunged deep into the depths of depression, Ryder sips her tea with a wry smile.
そう落ち込まずに、シロ、運が良ければ 偶然プールで出会えるかもしれません。
じゃあ期待しておこう。
Should my wish be granted, someday somewhere, a chance to lay my eyes on a swimsuit-clad rider may manifest itself. Rider in a swimsuit. I bet she looks great. Wait a moment. Having imagined it for a moment, I noticed one serious problem. Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
ライダー、ちょっと。
何でしょうか、シロ。
水着の時、メガネどうしたんだ？
I don't think she can keep swimming with glasses on. On the other hand, she still has her mystic eyes. The kind that even the owner herself may have trouble controlling once the seal is taken off. Would it be a blindfold to go with the swimsuit? She's already incredibly hot even with her servant outfit's body-conscious blindfold. Including one with the swimsuit is just going off the scale! But then Ryder says, laughing,
さあ、どうでしょう。
どうでしょうって。
Wait, what?
ライダー、それがどうでもいいわけない。
She's teasing us.
女は秘密が多い方が綺麗になるとリンが言ってましたから、それに習うことにしましょう。
うわ、どうしたんだ？すごく気になる。
She is a tease. She is an absolute tease to us. Anyway, that's it. That's the final night. I think with that said, let's just do a check. I think we're almost all on to... No, we got a new one with Rin here. We're gonna finish up these news before we move on. I wipe the sweat off my forehead as I head towards the crowded streets in front of the Shinto station. The shortening of days makes one feel the arrival of late autumn, but what's with today?
珍しく暑いな。
Should have worn a hat. And then, as I'm looking for shade, I meet someone familiar.
やあ、お父さんか。何見てるんだ？
え？なんだ、エミヤくんじゃない。
Did something catch her interest? I turned towards whatever she was facing earlier.
ワクワクザブーン。
Boy, this is setting stuff up, huh?
さ、今まで気がつかなかったけど、あんなプール立ってたのね。
It just opened this summer, an all-season indoor water park. Everything from water slides to artificial wave pools are housed under its domed roof. It always feels like summer, or so the advertisement says.
ああ、確か7月にオープンしたばっかだ。新聞の折り込み広告で見た覚えがある。
そういう初対じみたチェックは欠かさないわね。
That's me.
どんな感じなのかしら。
さあ、知り合いで行ったことあるやついないからな。そういえば、遠坂の家って洋風だけど、もしかして自家用プールなんかあったりする？
あるわよ、そんなの。お金の無駄だから使ってないけど。
It is a massive... It's very expensive. It's true. We have a pool. It's ridiculous. And ours is heated, but it's outside. And it's like, oh boy, that's big gas bills. She answers matter-of-factedly. A perfect answer from the mere mortals. Wait, a perfect answer for the mere mortals that imagine a huge mansion like hers having one in the backyard.
言っておくけど、あれとは比べ物にならないくらい小さいわよ。せいぜい15メートルぐらいね。
It's decent.
大きさの問題ではないんだ。な、普通の家にはそもそもプールなんかない。
Yeah. Damn those capitalists. I wish they'd all slip and fall on the side of their own pools. Look, it was with the house when we bought it. We're out in the country. We got space.
何？私の家のプールを使いたいの？
そりゃまあ一度くらいは。そういう自家用プールがどうなってるか体験してみたくはある。
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
へえ、意外ね。エミヤくんはレジャーを楽しめる性格じゃないと思ってたのに。
まあたまたま興味が湧いたというか、この前シンジに無理やり映画に連れて行かれてさ。
It's like, man, I got dragged into a movie. What a horrible experience that was.
豪邸で暮らす大富豪の孫娘と天涯孤独の流れ者の男が恋に落ちる話なんだけど。
Why would Shinji bring you to a rom-com, my dude?
自発的に映画を見に行くのはいいことだけど、なんか男二人にしては微妙な選択ね。
まあ聞けって。男は傷つけられるばかりの生活を送るうちにいつしか傷つける側に回っていてさ。
Wait. Daughter of a tycoon living in a lonely wandering drifter. Wait. Did you somehow watch a movie about your dad, my dude?
その閉ざされた心を不思議なムードを漂わせたヒロインが奔放な魅力で解放していくんだ。
Dude, did they make a movie about your dad at some point?
面白かった。で、どこか母性をくすぐる男にヒロインも魅了されて、とうとう恋に落ち、駆け落ちを決心する。その屋敷での最後の夜、二人きりでプールで戯れるシーンがあったんだよ。写真集が一冊出来上がりそうなほどみずみずしいカットの連続で、まだ心に焼き付いてる。
なるほど。いい映画じゃない、それ。
Of course. The man's other affair was also exposed, and he was murdered by the main heroine. The climactic ending of the corpse floating in the pool also left a deep mark in my heart. What? Or was it the woman that died? What?
そういうことなら、プールのことを考えてあげなくもないわ。
本当か？
たまには心の税金も忘れていいかなって。よし、許す。一日じっくり修行するって約束もあったしね。みっちり教え込んだ後、ご褒美としてプール開きを許可しましょう。
What's with the sudden change of heart? Tosaka's mood has improved dramatically.
じゃあ、遠坂邸のプール解禁ということで。約束だぞ。後になって水道代折半とかなしだぞ。
ええ、招待するからにはそんな不手際はやらないわ。次の夏は期待していいのかもね。
Tosaka grins happily. He's having fun mocking the poor, it seems.
あ、そうだ。セイバーも連れて行っていいかな。
Dang. It's a rare opportunity. Be a waste for me to keep it all to myself.
どういうこと？それ。
You don't know how to read the mood.
だって一人で泳いだってつまらないじゃないか。
一人？
だからみんなでパーッと華やかにやろう。セイバーだけじゃなく、サクラやライダーも呼んで。
I count up all the people living at my house with my fingers.
イリアの常冬の城も温泉はあっても、
い
つも寒いんじゃ
Interesting.
プールはないだろうし、誘えば喜ぶかも。あ、そうなると藤姉も呼ばないとへそを曲げるよな。
ちょっとエミヤくん。
ああ、そうか。気が回らなくて悪かった。
気が回らないにも程があるわよ。
三綴や牧寺たちも呼べってんだな。もちろんさ、賑やかなことはいいことだ。
違うでしょ、この当変木。
なんだ、片付けもちゃんとするから、俺たちがプールで遊んでいる間、遠坂はずっと家の中で休んでてくれていいんだぞ。
Tosaka falls into total silence as if greatly displeased by something.
確かにちょっとうるさくはなるかも。でもせっかくのプライベートプールだろ。周りの迷惑を気にせず騒げるんだから、羽目を外して外じゃできないこともいろいろやっちゃえるわけだし。
Things that can't be done in public, such as using inflatable toys while others are swimming, having barbecues, and so on. Just thinking about it makes me excited.
ちょっといいだろ、そういうの。
わけないでしょ。何考えてる、このけだもの。
Oh wow. Boy, Shiro's getting straight abused this episode. I am suddenly aware of the burning heat. The scorching asphalt road burns my skin. Unable to withstand it, I flip over and lie on my back.
うちの庭で私の目の前で何するつもりよ。信じらんない、このアーチャー予備軍。決めた。これからはシロ以外もう誰も一歩たりともうちの敷地に入れ
ない。待て、なんでそんな結論に。俺だけ特別ひいきされる覚えなんてないぞ。
覚え、このもう鈍すぎていいね。
Wow. Don't know about that word choice. Don't know about that word choice, game. It's a bit of a
なんだそれ。
bit of a Final Fantasy VII translation.
開き直ったわね、いきなり。
確かに俺はちょっと鈍感かもしれない。
Even still, we shouldn't use that word.
ちょっと
すまん、すごくだった。なんだ、だからはっきり言ってくれないとわからない。俺には遠坂の説明が必要なんだ。
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. This isn't exclusive to Shiro. Guys are dumb and they do miss stuff. I would absolutely be in the same boat. Mind you, not as bad as him. But I agree, explanations are kind of nice.
それはつまり。
そうか、説明するにはまずこれだな。
ありがとう。違う。だからエミヤ君は私のプールの掃除をするからエミヤ君だけ招待するの。
I like how he had her glasses on him.
俺そんな約束してないぞ。
Well, I can't really say that. I was actually planning on cleaning everything by myself. I remember the titanic struggle of cleaning Homerahara Academy's pool before it opened. A 15-meter, 8-lane swimming pool. I had to take out the water, scrape off the moss, and disinfect the surface. It was a tough job. It's supposed to be the swim club's duty, but thinking back, I've helped them every year, so for that reason alone, I'm a veteran.
約束するまでもないでしょ。対価もなしにプールを使おうなんて10日交換の原則に反するんだから。
Yeah, nicely done. So she planned to trick me into doing manual labor from the start. Is why I can't let you guard down around Tosaka.
いいじゃん。それならみんなでプール掃除をするから認めてくれ。
本当にわかんないやつね、あんたって。
We're going in circles.
私はうちに退去して上がられたくないって言ってるの。
父さんがみんなと仲いいのに？
それはこれとは別問題。せっかくのプライベートプールなのにわざわざ人口密度高くしてどうするのよ。
要するに遠坂は大勢で騒ぐのはじゃない。
This keeps going.
いいよ。じゃあ遠坂が留守の間家の管理はずっと面倒を見よう。その10日交換にプールをセイバーたちにも開放してくれよ。
You're so stupid.
それでいいだろ。
いいわけあるか。絶望的なまでの巡りの悪さね。この暑さでイカれてかこんちくしょ。
Yeah, no, you deserve this one. I'm doomed. It feels like Tosaka's anger just went up a level.
いいからもう何も考えないこと。家のプールを使うのはシローだけ。セイバーたちに貸すのは永遠になしなんだから。わかった？わかったら復唱。
はい。プールを使うのは俺だけなのかな。
反応遅い。プールを使うのは自分だけです。プールで遊ぶのは自分たちだけです。はい復唱。
いや、プールを使うのは俺だけです。プールで遊ぶのは俺たちだけです。
遅い、もう一回。いい？プールを使うのは自分だけです。プールで遊ぶのは自分たちだけです。プールに誘うのは私だけです。はい復唱。
Oh my god.
もうプールを使うのは俺だけ、プールで遊ぶのは俺たちだけ、プールに誘うのは遠坂だけ。これでいいのか？
What? It seems like I said something that doesn't quite feel right at the end.
よろしい。やればできるじゃない、シロ。
Now in front of me is one sulking Tosaka.
今のはプール、いや、デートの誘いをしたことになるんだよな。
当然でしょ。はっきり言ったじゃない、エミヤ君。
まあ、いや、俺は嬉しい。
This is so stupid.
じゃあ、遠坂の家のプールで。
Oh my god, this is the stupidest scene.
ダメ。うちのプールじゃ割が合わないわ。明日か明後日にでもシロをあれに連れてくわよ。
Her fingers pointing towards the giant glass dome in the distance.
ワクワクザブーンにか？
ええ、ヨーロッパの本格リゾート地を思わせるゆったりした空間が魅力的。水温は体温に近い33度から34度に保たれ、
33 to 34. You choose the measurement.
リゾートよ。
Hopefully not Fahrenheit. She passionately reads the words from the billboard.
いや、それはすごいな。
じゃあもっと感動する。
プールサイドはビーチの水際のように浅瀬のマリン感覚を楽しめる水遊びエリアで、キノコの滑り台はちびっこに大人気とか書いてあるし。
We have mushroom slides at our local water park. They're adorable. But well, no, they used to be mushrooms, but then they turned into like big waves with like dolphins on them. They're pretty cool. I mean, I've since greatly grown out of going to the children's slides, but
さあ、あのバラエティに富んだ常夏の楽園で心も体も分解されなさい。
それを言うなら解放だ。というか、なんだ。さっきの冗談抜きで現実なのか。
現実も現実よ。エミヤ君はあそこで私とデートするの。
he's gonna ask again, isn't he?
また、デートはいいけど、あそこでデートっていうのは急すぎないか。
Oh, buddy.
むしろ遅すぎるぐらいよ。水着も新調したばかりだし、ちょうどいいわ。まだ誰にも見せてないから、シローに初お披露目してあげる。
The shock feels not unlike getting my heart pierced by gay bulge. Tosaka's swimsuit? Just looking at her in her casual clothes already takes my breath away. If I see her like that, I'll drop dead in an instant.
次の夏にはまた育ってるだろうから。その頃だとあの水着、エッチになって着られなくなっちゃってるかも。
Wow. That's a bold statement.
あ、シローはそっちの方がいいのかしら。
Still growing? I'm sure she isn't talking about her height, so I can rest easy. No, I can't. My heart is already pounding like crazy, even with her figure obscured by clothes. On top of an instant death, I'll be guaranteed to come back as a ghost.
ウォータースライダーは2人一緒に滑れるんだって。高低差18メートル、全長180メートルの中、最高速度40キロメートルで体をくっつけたら、揉み合ってどこ触っちゃうかわかんないよね。
Hold up. You went from absolutely beating the hell out of Shiro to this? Does she want my heart to explode? Though she knows this is dealing way more damage than any fighting would be. I get tingly just by touching her hand. If this goes far, no doubt I'll die instantly, come back as a heroic spirit, and become Tosaka's servant. Well, there it is. Now we know where Archer comes from.
ね? これだけ言っても私とはデートしたくないの?
I've never seen this sprite before. Tosaka lowers her eyes meekly. Realizing that I've been salivating, I swallow. I know I have to let Tosaka know that I can see the act she's putting on, and I try to stare her down. Like, hell am I gonna let myself be tricked so easily? She did try to make me clean her pool just moments ago. She will throw out some outrageous request the instant I agree, no doubt about it. This is bad. I feel like a fish on the chopping board, like a prisoner of Alcatraz. Price for going on a date with Tosaka is too high. No way I'll be able to repay it in this lifetime.
期間、そんな美味しすぎる話、信じられるわけないだろ
う。ええ、そうよ。私は性格悪いわよ。だから10日交換にデート中はシロを私に絶対服従させるわ。プールで丸1日こき使ってやるんだから、それくらい当然でしょ？
え？
Huh? What? Is that all there is to it?
なんだ、そんな条件でいいなら問題ないな。
え？ちょっとシロ、それでいいの？
それはもちろん。念のため聞くけど、遠坂こそそんなことでいいのか？
そんなことなんてことじゃないけど、シロがいいなら望むところよ。
なら決まりじゃんか。こんなことぐらいで遠坂と一日付き合えるなんてとんでもなく得した気分だ。
These two are like, I don't know. I felt like they had a pretty good thing after Unlimited Blade Works' story, but I don't know anymore. I really don't. I actually think that maybe this isn't right. I feel like it's like watching a continuous slow train wreck. Being Tosaka's slave is hardly different from the way things always are. Adding words like total or absolute in front doesn't make a difference.
そう、 じゃあ約束ね。私以外のことは全部忘れて、私に絶対服従して楽しむ。
改めて聞き直すととんでもない立場だが、わかった。楽しみにしてる。
My mind is already on the day of our date. What would Tosaka look like in her new swimsuit? As someone who has no interest in current fashion trends, I don't think I have the slightest clue.
ところで、セイバー連れてきていいか？
Oh my god!
ダメ、絶対服従よ。
Oh my god, this is the stupidest scene of the game. Tosaka's mind is also on the day of our date, but that was a bit too cold.
いいわよ。覚悟してなさい。
It's gonna be the next day, and he's gonna have Saber there, ready to go, and he's gonna be like, okay, let's go. Saber can come, right?
そんなふざけたこと言えないように、思いっきり振り回してあげるんだから。
She whips away from me with a highly displeased expression on her face. Just like that, with a stroke of both good luck and bad luck, I get to go out on a date with Tosaka at the pool. And yet, when I used to go out with Tosaka before, she'd always be fine with bringing Saber along, so what's with the sudden change of heart? Oh, my god. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Is this... Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna call it here, because this has been going for a bit, but we'll get to see that scene probably next time, guys. So I'll see you then for some more Fate Hollow Ataraxia. Ciao.